Hey guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you the tips I've learned over the years to find great deals and undervalued cards on eBay. And I'm going to do my best to show you guys what I'm searching, how I'm searching, and using specific examples. And I'll show you what I mean with number one, and that's to look for lots and listings with bad titles. Now, I'm not going to pretend like this video full of tips is exactly rocket science, but buying lots on eBay just in itself is probably a little bit too much of low-hanging fruit. I think most people understand how that can save you money. But when you look for the lots specifically how I do, you can find cards that don't have hardly any eyes on it. So if you're looking for a player on eBay and you just type in Gravenberch, he's a soccer player. You type in Gravenberch lot, you go to auctions, everyone is gonna see these. Everyone has access to these. There's gonna be a lot of eyes on this. Sure, you'll save a little bit of money by packaging cards up and people not really wanting to buy in bulk. You can definitely have success with this too. Let me not talk down on that too much because that's actually in general a good tip, but there's something I do specifically that helps me out as well, as opposed to just searching the player you're looking for and the lot. What I'll do is I'll just type in the word lot, and then you can go over here to category, go to sports memorabilia fan shop, you get over to trading cards, and then you choose the sport that you're looking for. So let's keep it with soccer cards just for now. I go to auction and then I see what's ending soonest. And let's see if I can find a good example right here. This is an example of something that I would look at. Now, this lot in particular isn't a good deal because there's nothing really here that's too great. But if you see the title, a lot of people actually title their lots like this. It'll just say soccer lot, which is a super generic title. Let's say you want Trent Alexander-Arnold or you want Raheem Sterling. For this specific lots, I don't think there's anybody, dying to have these cards, but that wouldn't come up. Trent Alexander-Arnold investors or collectors, they will not find this because Trent Alexander-Arnold's name isn't anywhere in the listing at all. And once again, it is a little bit tedious, but if you're younger or you're starting on a budget, or like me, I kind of just enjoy this. I enjoy the hunt of looking for interesting lots and stuff on here. You can find good deals. There's a lot of stuff. Once again, you're gonna have to look through match attacks and all that other kind of stuff. But actually here, that's another tip. Just this is kind of for later in the video as well, but refining your searches. Let's say you don't want to see match attacks. Put a minus sign in, but boom, minus. So if I start seeing a lot of a specific type of card that I'm not interested in, like there's Topps Japan and these cards I just don't want, you just put minus in there and it'll help. Or let's say you don't want those MLS cards, you're not interested in MLS, boom, minus MLS. And you see that disappeared. So you can really refine it and add more to it. And you'll start finding some deals, especially on auction, or if there's newly listed, you'd be surprised at the type of deals you can get. And I'll show you a couple examples of it. Right here, here's a lot that I bought just a couple days ago, and you see I won it for 99 cents. Now, this wasn't exactly, the biggest come up in the world. It wasn't an amazing purchase by any means, but 99 cents, and we have cards in there. We have Jeremy Doku, mosaic rookie card variation right there. We have Musa. For instance, this Musa right here, this mosaic sells for $10 pretty much by itself. We also have Danny Olmo, and then there's a Gravenberch in here, another guy who sells for a good amount of money. And if you look at the title, it just says mosaic soccer card lot. And I found this by doing a search exactly like I showed you guys. If you typed in Gravenberch or Doku, it's not gonna come up. And because it had such a generic title, even though the pictures actually aren't bad, it got no bids. It had no watchers, it had no nothing. So I came in and I was like, all right, 99 cents, sure, I'll take it. 17 cards, that makes sense to me. And there's so many more examples of this as well. Just playing around, use those categories, use those minuses, and kind of look for name misspellings, look for just different things. I'll show you another example. This Max Verstappen Topps Chrome F1 lot right here. You can see the first two pictures. It's like, okay, solid. Those cards aren't exactly worth 30 bucks. That's probably like $25 worth of cards or something right there. But what's on the second picture, and I apologize because it's an old listing, so I can't go back to it right now, but it was a Max Verstappen Topps Chrome base card, like his regular driver portrait. I believe raw right now, those are doing, I want to say around $100, maybe 80 bucks. And I got this lot that included that Topps Chrome portrait and a bunch of other cards, a refractor and stuff in there as well. And it only cost me 40 bucks Canadian, which is around $50. And this one is really lucky too, but the Max Verstappen card in there, I sent it to SGC and I actually got an SGC 10. And then I ended up selling that for a solid amount of money. And that just came from me I looked up Verstappen and lot. Well, actually, I don't even think I looked up Verstappen. I was just looking up F1 and lot. Especially with F1 cards, you'll find a lot of people who are just putting up lots and not even putting the driver's name into it. Maybe they're new to the sport, or they're just ripping. All right, that wasn't. And you can see right here, I'm gonna take out lights out because I'm mostly looking for the Topps Chrome, but let's see if we can find an example right here. All right, once again, this isn't an amazing example of a lot, but you see he put Max in the title. He didn't put Verstappen. No one's searching, just Max. And once again, I probably wouldn't bid on this particular lot, but just an example to show you the type of stuff you could search and you'll find things that other people aren't gonna be finding. So if you pay attention to that and you also look at titles and just put in the work of digging into the pictures. This is another one, Daniel Ricciardo. Looks like cool, okay, that card is nice. But if you go to the next pictures, it says 34X lot there. There was 35 other cards in there, and I believe there was 10 track tags. And those by themselves sell for at least $5, maybe even $10 a pop. And you think you're getting 10 of those? This whole lot shipped cost me $50. So I definitely recommend, if you guys are willing to put in the work, that's something you try out. The next would be to use eBay saved searches. And I knew this was a thing on eBay, but for some reason for the longest time, I didn't use it. And then once I started using it, I really understood the benefits it could bring. I'll show you an example. So I would see deals all the time, kind of like this Lewandowski I bought, boom, right here, for $66, a Topps Chrome Gold that went on auction. And I'd be like, man, I wish I had seen this. I would have bought that. It's way cheaper if I'm in the market for a Lewandowski Topps Chrome Gold and I need to buy it now. It's definitely gonna be costing you more than $66. And I'm a collector / investor of Lewandowski Gold cards. You can see right here, I have another one as well, an SGC 10 that I got for $97. How do I keep on finding these deals? I have a saved search for Robert Lewandowski Gold PSA. And it's as simple as whenever a new item comes up, it sends an email to me, a notification, and I see it and I can bid on it if I want. And I have this for a ton of different cards. Here's another one for basketball. Tim Duncan, Topps Chrome Refractor, BGS 9.5. I probably should be more specific with my save search and put the year in, but I'm looking for the 1997 Topps Chrome, his rookie card. And if you see here, really the only ones available are for around that $9,000 mark. But if you go to the completed sales, you see that some are selling for as low as $4,000, $5,000. I don't have the comp right in front of me right now, but you can definitely get this card for lower than $8,000 if you're buying it on auction. So I just have this save search save, and when it does come up for auction, I will get an email letting me know and I can bid. And if this is a big card I'm chasing after or a card I specifically have my eye out for, this is gonna end up saving me money. My next tip would be just to place a lot of bids, especially at weird times of the day. Now, obviously you wanna do this within your budget. You don't wanna just bid on 100 different cards and then you accidentally hit on 50 of them and then you're all out of money. But it definitely can be a good technique, because especially if you're setting your bids relatively low, I probably only win maybe 20% of the bids I place, maybe even less than that. A great example is like that soccer card lot I showed earlier. That lot is maybe worth around 20 bucks, a solid 20 bucks. But I personally, even 5 bucks to be honest, 5 bucks plus shipping, wasn't willing to pay that. But I just chucked in a $2 bid. I was like, all right, if it goes for $2, I'll do it. I'll make it happen. And when you do that with enough cards and you set your bids relatively low and are picky with what you're willing to pay, the ones that do end up winning, you'll get very, very good deals on. And a lot of times that happens when the auctions end late at night. Sometimes for whatever reason they end at like 2 a.m. so there's not people on eBay to actually bid on them. So what do I recommend? You gotta stay up, no sleep, get some extra computers, maybe ditch friends if you have them, a girlfriend, not necessary. lock in on sports cards, you gotta really want it. No, obviously that's not what I'm recommending at all, even though I probably did sound like a little bit of a loser as just someone who browses random eBay listings looking for deals, but I'm not gonna go as far as to not get sleep so I can buy sports cards. The best way to do this is to use a sniping service like Gixxen.com. Now, this is basically right here, this is a bot that places eBay bids for you automatically with, I believe it's 5 seconds remaining in the auction. Now, in general, I'm not really a huge fan of bots. It can sound a little sketchy, but this right here, it's not skipping ahead of people. It's not cheating the system. It's just basically, it's automating something you would do yourself. Instead of sitting on the computer and waiting until there's 5 seconds left and just clicking that enter bid option for you, Gixxen does it for you. So for instance, with this lot right here that we were looking at earlier, all you would have to do is you just find the eBay item number, you copy it, you put it in, and then your max bid, let's just call it $2 for the sake of this. Boom, you add it. And you can see it right here, there's 51 minutes left, and when there's only 5 seconds left, Gixxen will automatically put in my max bid of $2. And by doing this, it helps protect you from shill bidding, and it makes you a little bit sneakier. I think anybody who bids on eBay likes to wait till the last second for the most part. It's just kind of advantageous. And this has definitely gotten me a ton of deals over the year. This is not sponsored in any way. They don't sponsor me. And the service is actually free. I think the limit for the free one is like 3 bids at a time. But if you buy the yearly membership, is like literally $5, and you can bid as many as you want. So let's say there's 10 soccer card lots you're looking at, and you want to be really kind of stingy with it. I just put in $2, $2, $2, $2, and usually 9 out of 10 of them you don't get, but you win one, and then you're like, okay, cool, I'm really happy about it, and you don't have to stay up till 3 a.m. waiting for the auction to end. But all right, guys, that's it for the video. Hopefully these tips helped you guys. If you don't like them or you already knew them, that's fine. I'm just trying to do my best to help. But we're gonna keep the videos coming, and thanks again.